Hi, teacher candidates. So, Katie, Laura, and I are really big into participating in these things called Twitter chats. And one of them that is really, really helpful is the Della Chat, hashtag Della Chat that happens every Thursday at 8:30. There are other Twitter chats that happen throughout the week, just so many. And the brilliant and beautiful thing about it is that you get to connect with educators from around the entire country. And that really makes your professional learning network just way beyond your scope of what is going on within your own school. And it really makes you think more globally. And so what I'm going to do is I am making this screencast so you can understand how we do a Twitter chat. So the first place that I am at is a thing called TweetDeck. And TweetDeck is linked with your Twitter account, and it is a really wonderful way for you to effectively be part of a Twitter chat. So you can see right here, I have two different accounts. I have my classroom account and I have my professional slash personal account. And the reason is last year when I had my classroom account, I was doing these Twitter chats, and then I realized, all of my parents are seeing me sometimes have, it's not necessarily negative things to say, but it could be some things that they just don't understand about our profession, and they might see it in the wrong way. And so I have really kept all of my Twitter chats to my professional account, professional slash personal account. So with TweetDeck, you create these columns, and in the columns, you decide what you want to follow. You don't have to follow a million things. I know Katie has like a whole bunch of different things that she follows. I really try to limit it. So the way that you could set up, say, like a new column is just simply clicking search, and it kind of gives you some ideas. These were ones that I've done before, but if I were to click on something called third chat, that is a third grade chat group. And you add a column, and you can see these are old messages that have taken place, and you can scroll through anybody who used that hashtag. Now, um, tomorrow night we're going to have that hashtag DellaChat, and I follow it by taking a look at some posts that have been going on throughout the week. We like to really share some thoughts and ideas before the chat takes place. Um, if we come across something that's kind of profound or linked to what the theme is going to be, you post that. We send out reminders about the chat because the more the merrier. And even depending on the moderator, sometimes the moderator, and I know Doug definitely sends out some questions ahead of time, which is kind of nice because you can schedule your tweets out in advance. So this week, the chat is going to be about, we're going to chat about the word fail, but not as what you think it is. And so if you click on the image, it's going to be hosted by Sarah, and this is her handle, and you can follow her. And the way it works is once the chat gets going, I'm going really, really fast right now, and I know I am, but I want you to be able to see it. Once the chat gets going, the moderator, so whoever's posing the questions, here's one, starts the conversation with a Q. This one has some asterisks because I think he was repeating the questions or starting the overall, like, here we go, drum roll. So it starts with a Q, and then it has the number, and that's the question that we're on. So Q1, what does taking academic risks as an educator mean to you? Hashtag DelaChat. You always, always, always have to have that hashtag that you're part of the conversation. Otherwise, nobody's going to see it. And the responses kind of slowly start to pop up. You see that some of us were still introducing ourselves. I was late. And then here come the responses. The responses, the way that you need to respond correctly, it has the A letter, alpha, with the number 1 to match question 1. You post your response, and then you post with DelaChat. And then you can respond. So I'm going to respond to Katie since she's part of this. A1, try new things with my class and accepting that it's not going to be perfect, but will positively affect their learning in the end. Oh, what a great thought. So I'm going to favorite that. And maybe I want to send her, like, oh, I totally agree. Katie, that was such a great and profound thought. Now, I don't need to actually put hashtag DelaChat because I'm responding to Katie's response. So she's going to see it, and just by me clicking the tweet, and she will get notification that I've responded to her tweet specifically. There is a small caveat. Sometimes with TweetDeck, you don't really see notifications that somebody responded to you. So you actually are going to need to kind of balance, and you're going to need to open up maybe your Twitter account also. And I like to have my Twitter account open on notifications right here. And then I open up another tab and I have TweetDeck right there. So while the conversations are going on and I'm getting notifications, I can just click between the two tabs. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to set all this up. There we go. And so here's the TweetDeck, and then I toggle in between the two tabs. So if somebody has said something between me and what's going on, I can respond appropriately. So tonight I am going to be part of the hashtag Dojo Chat. DelaChat is really great because it's for Delaware educators, and obviously with Delaware educators, you are working very closely with New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Maryland, so you will run across those. We have had people, sorry, that's my son. We have had people that have come from other states too. Riley, you can have more hot dogs if you want. I'm making a screencast. Nobody's really here. Okay. So we have had people, from around the country too. But what we also, yes, you see yourself. What you do when you join some other Twitter chats is you become global. And that's really what is so powerful about these Twitter chats. Dojo Chat, I have talked with people that are educators in Korea and China and Australia and England. Sometimes they're American educators that are teaching in other countries, or sometimes they're just really good at speaking English on these Twitter chats. A lot of times there are people that you can follow with Twitter that will just tell you when's a really good chat. Some of the Twitter chats that I really, really enjoy is hashtag Dojo Chat, DelaChat. Eduality is really cool. It's like education, and it really follows a guy called the Blunt Educator. Very, very interesting stuff. Another one, there are always handles out there for your grade level chat. So this is third chat. I'm sure that there's a fourth and fifth chat. There's one that is called the GAFE. So Google Apps for Education. Just so many that are out there, and it would behoove you as new educators to really start jumping into this pool of knowledge, because I know it is changing the way that Katie, Laura, and I think, and I think it will be really, really profound and shock your professors to see what your thoughts are on this PLN system that we use. Okay, so I hope that this wasn't too rambling, and I hope that you learned something new today. Takeaways: have 2 Twitter handles, one for your classroom, one personal, professional. Use TweetDeck, use Twitter. Always, always, always have the hashtag at the end of your response in a Twitter chat. Build your PLN within your grade level, state, and globally, and come to us if you have any questions whatsoever. Thanks, ladies. Have a good one. Bye.